Hello everyone, I am Akshat Dahate from Corporate Law Journal. Welcome you all to this channel. As you know, the purpose of this initiative is to explore corporate literacy and to impart corporate legal education in simple and lucid manner. In today's session, we will understand the issued Code on Wages 2019 by Ministry of Law and Justice. Before starting with the session, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more updates on corporate and commercial law. The term labor law itself defines and enlightens us by its meaning or context. If we look at the term labor, the first thing comes to our mind is workers or employees or working place. When we add the legal perspective or legal administration or we look from the side of law, it directs us to labor law. That's what its exact meaning is. Simply, labor law is a employment law. It is a body of law governing employees or its law and its functioning. Now, coming to codification. What are the reasons for codification? There were multiple labor laws carrying prominence. There were in central government, there were hundreds of acts, and under state government, there were more than 40 acts. The varieties of act and large number of act were developing confusion not only for layman's understanding but creating differences in judiciary also. So the second National Commission on Labor 2002 asked for reforms. They said the various amount of labor laws need to be confined in a manner and codification is necessary. Following that, government accepted the point and therein followed with four labor laws which will subsume 44 existing law which will not include ESI, EPF and SHOP Act. The main four codified laws are Industrial Relation Code 2020, Code on Social Security 2020, the Occupational Safety, Health and Working Condition Code, and Code on Wages 2019, which we will discuss and cover today. Now we will quickly understand the basic background of this code. The Code on Wages 2019 mainly subsumes four existing laws, which are Payment of Wages Act, Minimum Wages Act, and Payment of Bonus Act and Equal Remuneration Act. It all started with a meeting on March 10th, 2015. The drafted labor code was placed in the public domain for 30 days. Please note that the code was firstly introduced in Lok Sabha on August 10, 2020. After which the bill was referred to the Parliamentary Standing Committee followed with a report. Mark the date July 30, 2019, a new code named the Code on Wages Bill 2019 was passed by Lok Sabha. Following the procedure, on August 2, 2019, the code was passed by Rajya Sabha. Coming to the meaning and the definition of wages. In general sense, wages is a monetary consideration. Wages includes salary, allowance, any other component expressed in monetary terms. Please note that the definition of wages is defined under Section 2, Clause Y of this Act. States meaning as remuneration. This does not include bonus payable to employees and or any traveling allowance and others. This has also been stated in Section 2 of this Act. The central government will take wage-related decisions for employments such as railways and oil fields, and the state government will make the decisions for other employments. This slide is going to follow the major changes or codification made by this particular act. Before jumping to the slide, let's get certain with the floor wage. Floor wage basically is a standardized setting of wages. If we follow the code, the central government will fix a floor wage, taking into account the living standards of workers. It may set different floor wages for different territorial areas. This is stated under Section 9 of this particular act. Before fixing the floor wages, The central government may obtain the advice of Central Advisory Board and may consult with the state government, which is stated under Section 42 of this particular Act. Section 9, Clause 2 of the Act states that the minimum rates of wage, and if the minimum rates of wages fixed by appropriate government earlier is more than the floor wage, then the appropriate government shall not reduce minimum rates of wage fixed by the earlier. Therein, we can say there will be a particular national floor wage settled by the central government. So the state could not be imposing wages as per their acceptance. Please note the following points. The mode of payment for employees will be followed by check under bank accounts. The deduction of wages should not exceed 50% of the employees pointing their total wage. Section 45 of this Act stipulates that the claims will be heard by any authority who is not below the rank of Gazette officer. A government official without legal or legal administrative power or background can hear such claims or can react to such claims. However, any disputes regarding bonus will continue to be before the industrial tribunal. The impact of this Act. This Act points for the areas of wages by setting a floor wage, a standardized form of wage, following with the definition and the minimum wages criteria. So, wherein we can say this Act is beneficiary in sense for the employees. This code prohibits gender discrimination, talking in good conscience. Therein, we can say the code is subject to equal remuneration. Pointing the offences under the code states that on contravention of any provision, there can be penalty. Minimum penalty being imprisonment for 3 months, along with fine can go up to 1 lakh. But this varies from the audacity or the nature of the offense. Pointing the code in future, there may be differences under the state and the government working or the functions may disturb some sort of balance of working for employees. But the code and the major working of the code matters and circulates a proper working in industrial or a working place. Pointing existing law, it confines its limits to in a manner of good conscience and covers and subsume all the 4 existing law in a very good and confined manner. That will be all for today, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more weekly updates on corporate and commercial law.